Welcome to Besiege Bots, the real home of robotic combat in Besiege. In this episode, we take a look at all of the quarterfinal matches of the final tournament. The matchups are as follows: Anatolode versus Blitz, Humper Bumper versus Ossodax, a rematch from the round of 12, Quack 4, and Hackapolita, another rematch but from the preliminary rounds. And last but not least, Huge Parasite versus Megaminer. The quarterfinals are, like the round of 12, fought in a best of 3 format. Whoever wins twice moves on to the semi-finals. The losers are eliminated from the tournament. Let's move straight along to the fight of this episode. And off we go for the first matchup. Both robots moving to the center of the arena, trying to get hits on each other's bottom or side. Side in the case of Blitz, bottom in case of Anatolode. Anatolode's weaponry is oriented so that it can throw up other robots, just like that. Good hit from Anatolode there. Blitz spins up, gets bounced up. That was sort of a side hit from Anatolode. That was again a hit from Anatolode because it was Blitz who went upwards. That was a hit from Blitz. Anatolode was the one to take the recoil there, and speaking of recoil, there it is. That's a very handy pick KO for Blitz there. Very well driven. Not much more to say. Let's see how the second match goes. And off we go, and Anatolode has to win this one to still have a chance. It is at 7-2, Blitz at 8-1. Blitz doing its fabled drift maneuver, never going straight into the opponent. It's a very strange sight to watch it slide around as much. Good hit from Anatolode there, it was Blitz who bounced up. There's a good hit for Blitz there. Blitz consistently trying to get to the side of Anatolode so that it doesn't have a head-on collision with Anatolode's bar weapon. Because generally, a vertical bar is tinier than a horizontal one, so it usually spins at higher RPM, meaning that it usually is the one to throw up the bar. This principle applies in real-life combat as well, if you were wondering. Anyway, enough chitter-chatter. It's just Blitz scoring nice hits on the side. It's been a while since Anatolode got a good bite on that bar of, that tri-bar even, of Blitz, which should be an easier bar in theory to be able to bite, but Anatolode's really struggling at the moment. It might be because Blitz runs a higher RPM motor, it's a 4-stack, while Anatolode, oh, good hit from Anatolode there, Anatolode runs 2 3-stacks, which get up to similar speed, but I would not be surprised if Blitz still has slightly higher RPM just because it's a 4-stack. Anyway, Anatolode has taken some damage there. A red piece of suspension came out, but Blitz has also taken a little bit of damage because there's a flying block, 2 flying blocks now, and a brace. Oh, lots of braces out of Blitz there. Lots of damage being sustained by the tri-bar spinner. Both robots maneuvering. Blitz, as always, trying to get to the side of Anatolode. There we go, there's another good hit. 2 flying blocks come out of Anatolode then. Another good hit from Blitz. Ooh, the side plow on the left-hand side has disattached from its frame slightly on Anatolode, because it was bending to the right, which is not possible unless stuff is broken. Both warriors, I guess, now at 1 minute 45. There is not too much happening. It's mostly a very position-heavy fight. That was good positioning from Anatolode there. Fed its bar straight into the tri-bar of Blitz, meaning the Blitz was the one to fly upwards. Blitz really trying hard for that KO because it is going over the air pit, which is not something its driver usually wants to do ever. Blitz's driver is usually very methodical in that regard. Anatolode needs to get up soon. It's getting threatened by Blitz here. Blitz spins down, doesn't want to bite the arena wall and lose, much like Terabyte has a couple times. Pour one out for that one. Anatolode with a good charge across the arena, falls over, needs to get herself right in with the barb, and then promptly explodes. And whatever's left of an Axolotl is now laying on the floor, and that means the Blitz wins by KO. A surprise KO for Blitz there. Did not quite see that coming. Blitz now semi-finalist, an Axolotl eliminated. And off we go for the rematch. Humpabumpa and Osedax have fought already before in the round of 12, and Osedax has the unfortunate matchup of rematching Humpabumpa. Last time it got kicked around quite a bunch, and as we are seeing right now, not much has changed. Humpabumpa pushing it around, making sure it knows who's boss. I do see that Osedax has slightly changed the plow setup it had on the front end. He's bent them outwards so that it has a higher chance of biting the wedge on Humpabumpa, but it is still struggling because I think the RPM on Osedax's spinners is so high that it actually fails to get a bite on the wedge of Humpabumpa, but Osedax with a spontaneous split in half? I'm not entirely sure what caused that. Just a very unfortunate landing? Like a perfect bite into the floor? Who knows, but Humpabumpa wins by technical KO, so Osedax really has to win the next one. And off we go, Humpabumpa straight across the arena, the faster of the two, as Osedax struggles to get out of its corner. Osedax already biting the floor. Oh, he changed to a bar setup, hoping to get more bites, I presume. Oh, and has also tried to put its side wedges out further with some sliders, but the slider on the right-hand side is already broken, so that means one of the support struts that Osedax needs to move properly has already been damaged. That's not good news. Self-right's almost there. It's struggling to stay upright with that one plow all messed up like that. Spinners are also not spinning in fear of the plow getting caught in the spinner. Osedax having some balance issues here. It looks like it might actually be needing to use the gyroscope, the self-right gyroscope, to actually stay upright with the loss of that side plow. Very unfortunate for Osedax. Osedax goes traveling across the arena, and whoa, that is an oot? Osedax just literally ran itself out of the arena over the entry ramp that robots use to get into the arena. That's amazing. That means Humpabumpa wins by KO and Uda. It moves on to the semifinals. And off they go. Hackabilita turns to face the wall for some reason. Not quite sure what the tactic was there. There's an amazing sign in the background. Go Quack. Quack with a decent hit there, but it was mostly Hackabilita throwing Quack up. Quack takes a hit to the side there, no real damage sustained. Hackabilita moving towards it. Ooh, Quack rips a wheel off of Hackabilita. It's fine, it has 5 more. This is no problem. Hackabilita takes another shot to the interior of the frame there. Ooh, gets a nice hit on Quack there though. I think damaged the face on Quack. Yes, as you can see, the beak is dragging across the floor. That's not good. Quack spins down in fear of getting exploded, just like that. You saw, oh, the frame has taken substantial damage. Quack spins back up though, needs to get out of this position with Hackabilita. Cannot afford to not be spinning at this very moment. Loses the self-righting pole. Hackabilita with a ton of damage right now. Some shoddy camera work later. We see that Hackabilita got cut in half on that impact. Hackabilita has to move soon, otherwise it will be counted out. Quack's doing a victory dance of sorts, I guess to the best of its ability. Yeah, that's just a KO victory for Quack. After taking a ton of damage, it is Quack who comes out victorious. Let's see how the next matchup goes. And off they go. Quack already up to speed, Hackabilita being careful, trying to maneuver towards the pit there. Trying to keep Quack away. Quack warily moving around the pit, does not want to get dropped down into it. Good tactical positioning. Very questionable positioning from Hackapalita there. Almost got thrown into the pit sideways from Quack's spinner. Quack moving to the center of the arena, much like Terabyte used to do. Quack trying to score some good hits to no avail so far. Oh, Hackapalita with a great face shot there again. Hackapalita is having a lot of opportunities for damage here. Quack's face is molded around the spinner, spins up to get the body out of there, almost pits itself. Hackapalita stayed away for a little bit too long, was a little bit too passive there. Quack gets away from that. Impressive bit of driving from Quack there, risking it all. Probably didn't have much of a choice otherwise, but it was still very entertaining. Both robots exchanging hits. Hackapalita falls over. Risky business here for Hackapalita, that close to Quack. Good hit from Quack there. Quack is definitely a lot slower than before. Barely mobile with the face scraping the floor. Yeah, that's really slow now. Quack getting up to some speed, but gets put down by Hackapalita. Oh, Quack attacking its own face again, now reversing. Oh, a great shot from Hackapalita there. It appears, despite the shoddy camera work, once again, I do apologize. This was recorded by someone else on the server. It appears, yes, that Quack's top half of the motor has come off. And that is usually the component to power the weapon. And it appears to be the same case with Quack. Quack's self-right bar gets ripped off. Not that it would have been of much use still. Quack it just has to rely on trying to break Hackapalita by breaking it with its ass. I think it's backing into it right now. Quack in a very precarious situation here. Almost gets flipped over. Doesn't quite get flipped over. Hackapalita trying to get it off of the bouncing plate because Hackapalita does not like fighting near that. Because its bar might bite the bouncing plate, which is not good. Good hit from Hackapalita there. There's really not much else to commentate here. Hackapalita is miles ahead on damage right now. Disabled the weapon, disabled the self-right pole, did severe chassis damage. Literally all Hackapalita needs to do still is throw it over and the match is over. But it's struggling because of Quack's innate chassis design. Quack underneath Hackapalita, unbelievably. Again, under Hackapalita without a wedge. Very interesting. Good hits from Hackapalita. Hackapalita really trying to box Quack in here, trying to make sure it does not escape. Hackapalita with a good bite there. Really trying to box it in, but Quack bounces out once again. Quack staying aggressive as best as it can. Oh, and there's the flip. Quack spins up the broken lower half of the motor in a desperate effort to self-right. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Hackapalita hangs back. Doesn't want to risk challenging the count-out. But it looks like it's over for Quack. And that's time. Not time, that's a KO. My bad. That is a KO for Hackapalita, which means that this matchup is now 1-1. The next robot to win moves on to the semis. And off we go. Whoever wins this one goes home. That's completely backwards. The one who wins here moves on to the semifinals. The loser gets eliminated. Oh, Hackapalita already with a lot of damage. Hackapalita eating its own frame. Quack with a good hit there. Quack moving towards Hackapalita carefully. Good shot on the side of Hackapalita there. Oh, big damage being done by Quack right now. Hackapalita's bar is not spinning. Oh, Quack with a really, really chunky toss there. Literally ripped Hackapalita in half. Hackapalita in a desperate last-ditch effort trying to self-right. But that looks like it is. That is the KO for Quack. Which means that, unbelievably, Quack has actually made it to the semi-finals. Hackapalita sadly eliminated. Let's move on to the next matchup. And off we go for the final matchup of today. Mega Miner and Huge Parasite. Both robots very aggressive from the start. Mega Miner getting in some nice pops from the start of the match. Some nice hits. Another one there. That was the third one already. Definitely scoring good aggression. That was it, 4. No real damage done to Huge Parasite yet, but Megamind is scoring great on style and aggression here. Another kind of deflective hit there, didn't quite get a hit in. That was a decent hit. Oh, suspension comes out of Megaminer, that is not good. That's a bit of chassis damage that Megaminer does not like. Huge Parasite was the one with the grab initially, but Megaminer took full advantage of the fact that it was grabbed and started spinning up that hammer motor to throw both robots around. Very good aggression and style from Megaminer, as I said before. But it's definitely Huge Parasite with the control right now, trying to prevent Megaminer from getting back up. Gets another decent clamp there, but Megaminer bounces herself out. Huge Parasite going for a couple flips, I suppose. I don't think quite voluntarily, but I guess it's style points. Huge Parasite with a good clamp there, holding Megaminer upside down. Huge Parasite flips itself back over to try and get a clamp on Megaminer, but Megaminer was already away. Another good clamp on Megaminer there, but Megaminer, as per usual, bouncing out really fast. Huge Parasite staying right on its nuts, though. There was another good hit. A good yeet, as they say in the server. Megaminer struggling to get up. Huge Parasite already approaching for a clamp. Gets away in time, though. Another good hit from Megaminer. Another good hit from Megaminer. Megaminer scoring hits here while being grabbed. Ooh, rips out a wheel from Huge Parasite. A fair bit of damage has been sustained on Huge Parasite from the repeated impacts from Megaminer. While Megaminer has taken some damage as well, I was just gonna say it's in less bad a shape than Megaminer, but its wheels try to escape the body. I would argue that's not very good. Megaminer trying to get back up. Huge Parasite lost another arm in the process of the flip and grab and hammer and whatever the fuck was happening in there. Huge Parasite trying to get a clamp but got stuck on its own arm. Pushing it around. Megaminer gets out. Megaminer turning around. Huge Parasite attempted a clamp again, but was missing the arm on the side where it was going to be a clamp. Megaminer trying to move away, losing a little bit of aggression here. Another great hit there, though. That's got to score some more points on aggression. Huge Parasite still chasing. It's not really able to do much, though, is kind of the issue. Oh, Jesus. Megaminer's back end has fallen off. That is not good. Megaminer bouncing away. Not used to being able to put all the power down right away, because Megaminer runs a 3-stack in its wheel setup. To give a bit of context, most robots only go for a 1-stack because you really don't need too much more than that. Some go for a 2-stack because they like being fast, but Megaminer went a little bit overkill, so he needed that plow on the back that you see as a sort of wheelie bar to prevent it from wheeling, as we see here. It's still scoring great hits, though. A lot of damage being sustained on Huge Parasite. Another arm has come off. We're at the 15-second marker now. Megaminer got stuck in the frame there, gets another nice hit. Almost threw him down onto the floor. Gets kind of stuck on the air plate here, trying to self-right. Huge Parasite struggling to get any sort of clamp going here. And that's going to be time. And that was a very hard-fought match. But Megaminer ultimately wins on aggression, control, because as Huge Parasite grabbed it, it was Megaminer who was spinning both of the robots, and also on damage and style. So Megaminer wins by judgment. Huge Parasite has to win the next one, or else it's out. And off we go for, potentially, the final fight of tonight. Megaminer immediately with a good hit there, dragging Huge Parasite all the way up. Megaminer trying to self-right. Huge Parasite approaches, trying to jam it up against the wall. Megaminer aligns, misses the shot. Huge Parasite tapped the pit button, very tactical driving. Megaminer moving away from the pit, does not want to fight near there. Doesn't want to risk falling in while trying to fire its hammer. Another good hit from Megaminer, nice flip as well. Another decent hit, doesn't fall over. Trying to focus down on Huge Parasite's center, that's the juicy part, the part that Megaminer can grab most easily. Huge Parasite with some good control here though, Megaminer struggling to get back up, some questionable camera work later. We see Huge Parasite actually with a clamp on Megaminer. That's the first kind of proper clamp that's happened so far. Decent grab from Megaminer here, burying that pickaxe inside of the frame of Huge Parasite. Moving away to the center of the arena, very spinner-like of him. Ooh, gets a really good grab on the back of Huge Parasite there. Huge Parasite with a grab, but it is Megaminer who makes use of this. Megaminer has put Huge Parasite into the pit. Parasite's too fat, doesn't fit. Megaminer trying to put it in, there it goes. And that's a win by pick KO from Megaminer. Megaminer through the Losers Rumble, moving into the semifinals, with Huge Parasite sadly leaving us. And that's it for episode 13. Blitz, Humper Bumper, Quackfall, and Megaminer have made it to the semi-finals. In the next episode, we have the following matchups: Blitz vs Humper Bumper, and Quackfall vs Megaminer. We sincerely hope you enjoyed this episode. If you would like to get in on future tournaments, or just generally competing against other Besiege Bots, be sure to check the description for our Discord link. From everyone in the Besiege Bots Discord, have a fantastic day, and we'll see you soon.